video, my Renault Clio Sport 220 Trophies finally done its first track day. So yes, Project Chloe, our Renault Sport Clio 220 Trophy, has finally done her first track day, and what a day it's been. The track day was organised by James of JayEmm on Cars, or should I say JayEmm and Friends. I'll put a link in the description below, everyone. Before I say what we got up to and what I thought of the day, let's just have a couple of little clips. I'll put a little video in of the sighting laps that we did to start us off. See you in a minute. So James has been organising quite a few different events, and there's different themes. So there's one, for instance, for classic cars. This one was held at Blyton Park, just a few miles outside of a place called Scunthorpe. I booked a simple Premier Inn in Scunthorpe for the night before because I didn't want to do the 2-hour drive from Derbyshire, then have a full track day, and then do the 2-hour drive that I'm doing now in Chloe to get back home. So I stayed in a little Premier Inn, which was literally just a few miles away. What James is going for with these is more of a sort of, how can I say, a community bias. So it's not about setting fastest times. In fact, James is very adamant that anyone that's seen trying to basically see how quick they're going by using any kind of timing or tracking device will be asked to leave the circuit. It's more about having fun, getting to meet the owners, the passionate owners, with the wonderful various array of cars that were there. And to prove it's more of a community feel, you have the option of going to meet up the night before for a meal, which I took. I took that option. Very busy place, but a lovely place, in a place called Scotter. I think that's how you pronounce it, but I am a Brummie at the end of the day. So I got to meet many of the ones that was going to be there today at Blyton Park, and that was a nice touch. We were there for about 3.5 hours. Good amount of time to enjoy quality food, but also enjoy quality time with fellow petrol heads. So how did the track day itself go? Well, I'll put some more clips in. In fact, I'll put them in now. Now, the last time I did a track day was about 25 years ago. I won a Top Gear magazine track day at Silverstone. So basically, a professional driver sitting in the passenger seat. And it was a Ferrari 355, a Porsche, a Lotus Elise, and a Dodge Viper. It's an absolutely fantastic day, and unlike some track days, I spent quite a lot of time in each car, so it wasn't like 2 laps and you were done. And of course, the contrast from a awesome handling Lotus Elise up to a Ferrari 355 was fantastic. And of course, I was getting expert tutelage. For this track day, the main event really is you're out on your own, which is good. And you get to explore the car that you own more than, of course, you can on the public road, which is what it's all about. I do believe that the Clio, and I know I'm going to be biased, but this Clio is properly set up for a place like Blyton Park. Massive fun. Now, I confess that I only drove this in auto mode. I didn't bother using the paddles, although I did when the instructor got in, because you do also have the option to ask an instructor to go with you. You can either have them be in the passenger seats giving you advice, but you can also, so you can have them instructing you, or you can enjoy them driving your car. I got the pleasure of both. And because of the community thing, and because everyone was so lovely, you also get the chance to have a passenger ride in other people's cars. How good is that? For some reason, I only had 2 passenger rides, but that's fine. Jason, a big thank you to Jason, with his wonderful 124 Abarth Spider. What a car that is. And he's definitely a committed track dayer, shall we say. And then it was Stuart in his Renault Megane Trophy, so the 300 EDC, so EDC like this car. As soon as I saw that at the pub, at the meal, the day before, I thought to myself, oh wow, yes please. I've been looking at those on Auto Trader and whatever for months. I would love one. So Stuart was kind enough to give me a passenger ride in his Megane Trophy, and again, Stuart was, shall we say, very committed driver. I was not quite so committed, shall we say, but it's all about having fun. So I would suggest you go and check out the link. It's worth checking out. Now, obviously the prices and the themes and maybe even the tracks do change. So rather than me giving a price, just go and check out the link and see what JayEmm is currently offering. But I love this community spirit. I love the whole logic of we're not timing ourselves. We're out to explore some of the limits of our cars. I don't think I got anywhere near to the limits of this Clio. Tim certainly got much closer to the limit of this Clio.
Take off the brakes, and off. All the way out there. Seat power. Get straight to there. Back on. In. Downward. Touch the apex.
But really, it's just about having fun. And what I liked was the day includes something for breakfast, all drinks, something for lunch, all included. Oh, and professional photography. I think that's a track day worth doing again, and that's exactly what I plan to do. In fact, one of the themes is for classic cars, and they have to be older than 2000, whatever. I am tempted to take Millie, the MG Metro, so watch this space. But I definitely need to take Chloe back on a track day, and I need to continue my little journey of just trying to get a little bit more out of the car, because, as I've said already, I didn't really test the limits of this car at all. But anyone that's done track days will probably know how I feel now. Yes, I'm tired, because when you're the age I am, 58, I'm certainly using a bit of brain power to try and have some momentum on the track. And I was happy with the pace I was doing, don't get me wrong. But I wasn't changing gears for myself until Tim was instructing me to do so. He got me to turn the hero buttons off, so I had traction control off and full manual gears. I did love that.
Right, hit on the gas. 2. Wow. Yeah.
What a day. I'm absolutely buzzing, and we'll have to go again. James Martin is a fantastic guy, a true petrol head. He road tested my Smart a couple of years ago.
The original first generation, the instant icon.
We all just love cars, don't we, at the end of the day? Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy whatever it is you're driving.